Skeptic, let us start with the obvious. People don't come back from the dead. Ancient people might have been superstitious, but we know better. The resurrection is a legend, not history. Believer. But legends take time to develop. The resurrection was preached immediately. Paul's letters, written within 20 years of Jesus' death, quote an even earlier creed: Christ died, was buried, was raised on the third day, and appeared to many. That dates to within just a few years of the crucifixion. Skeptic, even so, eyewitness memory isn't perfect. The disciples could have had visions or hallucinations in their grief. It happens after trauma. Believer. Hallucinations are private, not group events. Yet the sources say multiple groups saw Jesus alive. The 12, women at the tomb, and even 500 at once. Are you saying hundreds of people all had the same hallucination? Skeptic. Maybe the tomb wasn't even empty. Bodies were sometimes lost or moved. Perhaps someone stole Jesus' body, and the disciples only thought the tomb was empty. Believer. Who would steal it? The Romans had no reason to. They wanted order. The Jewish leaders wanted to stop the Jesus movement, not fuel it. And the disciples? They were terrified, hiding. If they'd stolen the body, why would they then die for what they knew was a lie? Skeptic, martyrdom doesn't prove truth. People die for false beliefs all the time. Believer, true, but people don't die for what they know is false. The disciples weren't dying for second-hand rumors. They claimed to be eyewitnesses. Skeptic, still, history can't verify miracles. Science requires natural explanations. Saying God did it isn't history, it's theology. Believer, history doesn't repeat miracles, but it does record events. The fact remains, something so powerful happened that it transformed cowardly disciples into fearless preachers, convinced skeptics like James and Paul, and launched a global movement. That demands an explanation. If not resurrection, then what? Skeptic. Maybe it was just the power of belief, not an actual event. Believer. Belief that's strong usually comes from something real. You're right. History can't force you to accept the resurrection. But history does point to an empty tomb, radical transformations, and eyewitness testimony. Faith explains what history can't fully answer.